Here a content of our best works we have done in 20 years. I would like to start with an intro of Tirana evolution from the urbanization era during the communist regime. We suffered for 45 years and with the dynamics of 30 years of urban development after the crawl of the regime. The city movement of the citizen during the regime was strictly controlled in a regime that was based in the support of the working class and the people who lived in the villages. So the structure of the city was limited. The structure of the city was limited. Immediately after the system changes, the growth was unstoppable with the people who wanted to come to the capital for a better life. Here you see the structure changed in the periphery with extension of the city boundaries, initially illegal settlements, and concentration of the population in the city center. After the 10 years of total chaos in the development, by 2000 there were important developments in the city with a vision of the mayor of Tirana. The first was the master plan by architecture studio, or so-called French plan. Then the master plan was followed by international architecture competitions for the main buildings foreseen in the master plan for the city center. Many international architects and famous architecture offices are living in Tirana. They are signed in an ambitious city. Here we are with one of our important projects. I'm trying to present it today. Is a multifunctional complex in the entrance of Tirana, the main road that came from Mother Teresa Airport. The site is quite 3 kilometers from the center and an industrial area in the period of communist regime. The zone in front of it was constructed with illegal low-rise buildings from the people who came from everywhere for a better life. When the client called us for the first speaking, he was full of dilemmas, what to do with his land. Of 16,000 square meters, which was by many times remained unused. The first idea of an investor in Tirana now actually is residential of multifamily buildings because of the need of the market for residential. But in this case, in the zone dominated still by industrial buildings and the other side of the city main road by not quality buildings, the dilemma was realistic because the selling market of the area very, very low. By an urban context analysis, we will distinguish that the site corresponds exactly in the center of the north side, but even of that in the south. So, after discussions, we unanimously decided for bringing in the zone a significant development, resonant for all the area in the north, but even in the south part of the site. We thought we should propose something that bring people there, a destination for the zone, and not only. A site that should have dynamic functions and being permeable in the volume interpretation for the zone. As first important building, we commonly decide to bring in the complex a student hotel for a category of people whose dynamics has it by age. We designed volumes that achieve more or less 600 rooms with a square in the main entrance and shared with the zone, and another one conceived as a private courtyard dedicated only for students. The dilemma for the front part of the site remained in between office buildings, hospitality, shopping, and entertainment center. The program was secured after the agreement of the investor with Accor CEO for bringing in Albania Novotel, part of their brand. The program was already completed and ready for being developed by architecture interpretation. In the resonance concept, we thought, why not daring to bring even the people from the other side of the road with a designed pedestrian bridge, a bridge that direct people where? In an open door, open gate. Then we came back then we come back in the geometry of the main volumes for understanding how we are achieving the preliminary expectations. We have here the complex entrance street that is in the same time even the future neighborhood entrance. In the same time, the drop-off of the hotel and office building. Developing the project, the clients deal with international tourism university, and it was excellent because it gives more sense to the student hotel next to it. In the permeable passage in the center of the complex, people should find in their transit a square, but not only. The atrium of a shopping and entertainment functions in the -1. The public functions here completed in the program even with an SPA and also a swimming pool that will be functional by Novotel clients, but even other people from external. Here with a landscape of a complex and typical plans. And section. Let's show every function on it. In the student hotel, we brought a lot of our design approach. Social interaction for a healthy society. We thought public space is very good for the socialization of the students, and then they, why not, need a bit of privacy, but at the same time share space between them. Quite 800 students will be in this building. And at the end, we said, why not becoming our approach a design solution for a social interaction, and why not combining this design proposal in architecture interpretation of a volume in equilibrium but excited by the energy of common shared spaces. Every floor will have in its long corridor 5 common spaces. We thought also to have in the terrace of the building another detail of social interaction between students. They could have there a running track, stimulating even the sport activity in the same time.
Thank you. Thank you, Ervin, for the interesting presentation.
Yes, thank you for your attention.
Yes, it seems that
I have problems with connection. I don't know what it is. Thank you.
Yeah, it seems that Albania, and specifically Tirana, is on a way to a new urban fabric, especially in the city of Tirana. And may I take the opportunity to ask you, how do people of Tirana react to the general local plan of 2030? And how do they react into all these new developments and urban interventions by
Boeri?
Excuse me?
I'm losing the connection. I didn't heard you.
Okay, I said, how do people of Tirana react to the general local plan of 2030 of not expanding the city outside the existing boundaries, planting like 30 million trees, and with new urban interventions with high-profile architects from all over the world?
Yes, let's say that the image of Tirana has changed in these 30 years. As I explained in the first part of my presentation, the first 10 years were a disaster, everything uncontrolled about the developments, everything, quite everything was illegal in periphery, of course. In the center, okay, there were permissions with urban design, but detailed one, not a general master plan. Yes, we now have a master plan. It is signed by Boeri. And in general, I have no, if you would need my opinion, I would not have objections. It is okay, even for the buildings that are under construction now in the center of the city. We are promoting the city worldwide. And let's say that it's a decision, quite a political decision of the actual Prime Minister of Albania that was in the 2000s, was the mayor of Tirana, and he has this experience. He began with this the transformation urban transformation of the city center, and now the other mayor is continuing it that way. We have problem for the moment with the transportation, public transportation. We are, the municipality and the government are building main transportation routes, ring of the city, and without being in that situation that all the structure is finished, we will have this problem of traffic in Tirana. We are having it.
Okay, thank you very much for the inputs.